Check. Mr. Mac, can you hear me? One time for your mind, everybody checking in. It is Tuesday night, 9 p.m. You know what we do on Tuesday night. It's Nightcap Knowledge, hosted by DJ George, Chuck, and Mr. Mac. Does your tax pro know taxes? We're talking with Brother Tim Seeley of TCL Financial and Tax Services tonight. So get ready for a conversation that's going to get you prepped for tax time. It is 2024. It's about time to get your tax stuff together, get those 1099s and W-2s and W-4s and W-9s and all of those things turned in, get them in a file. You got to get them somebody that knows what to do with them, and we're going to be talking with someone who knows just that. They know taxes. They don't just do taxes, they know taxes. Nightcap Knowledge, Tim Seeley. Let's go. What you say, Mr. Mac? What you say? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me?
What you say, Chuck?
I was just trying to see if you could hear me. Can
you hear me?
I can.
Say something.
And I believe that you have another one of those very, very mean delays.
That's what happened when you.
I'm not sure. All right, it's gonna be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for tuning in to Nightcap Knowledge. We're dealing with internet difficulties, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week. Tonight, we will be speaking with Mr. Tim Seeley, a brother that is the owner and I guess CEO. We're gonna learn more about his business, and he's a regular on Nightcap Knowledge. He usually drops in around this time. I'm not sure how many franchises or partners or new locations that TCL Financial and Tax Services has at this date, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure that out by the time we get done talking with Tim. And some of y'all may want to head on over there and get your taxes done right by someone that actually knows taxes. So while we're getting into that and getting ready for the conversation with Mr. Tim C. Lee, we're going to see if we can get the mental health minute from our brother Mac.
Hey man, so mental health minute. We talked about crisis and about recovering during crisis, as a lot of us recover back from the ice storm we had, or the Arctic blast, or whatever they want to call it. Um, Folks are still suffering. There are people that still don't have water. There are people that have water pressure. There are those who had damage to their homes from tree limbs or from burst pipes. So just advising people to, for one, be grateful, and have gratitude for things not being worse. Try to surround yourself with positive people. Um, be thankful that you have an ability to be able to overcome this situation. Try to find something to help you feel better. We always talk about laughter is the best medicine. And then always have faith in yourself and your deity that things are going to get better, and that you know um, that you're going to be okay. So we think about what to do after a crisis, and besides assessing what happened, knowing what to do next for rebuilding or repairing or preparing after the situation is over with. What could I have done to help make things lighter on myself and my family? So that's our mental health minute for today.
Now that I've gotten off of mute and you can actually hear what I'm saying, I guess it's one of them nights, huh, man? It is one of them nights,
It is,
man.
it is, man. It
It
is.
is one of
But
them.
so
Now, look, can y'all hear me now? Okay, all right, all right. We in there. Uh, One of the things that has been the groove with me. Look, it's been a lot going on behind the scenes. Mac and I are preparing. We've been doing some conversations with this brother that is jumping in the comments right now, and he is all over the place. Like, how are you on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time? I have no idea. But thank y'all for tuning in to all the nightcappers, especially our consistent
because his
people.
name is Sabir.
That is definitely his name. Um, what is the groove, man? We are blessed and I would say favored to be in the number of cohort 4 for Elevate Mississippi, and I am representing Mississippi Black Pages in that cohort. And man, I can tell you, we 2 weeks in, and I appreciate the space that they are curating for us. I appreciate the people that are in there, and one of the things that I can appreciate most is when we were talking about our our target audience, right? Um, I heard the folks, and these are absolutely outstanding people, not just because they went to Tougaloo and they graduated and they created this incubator space, this development, this recharge, re-energizing space. They are creating a space designed to help Mississippi business owners, and they have elevated cities. So this is happening in places like Chicago. This is happening in places like Atlanta, and many other places. So if you want to find out about elevated cities, search Our Village United, Our Village United, and the Mississippi cohort has just kicked off about 2 weeks now. And one of the things that I really appreciate is that they said that their target audience for this particular program is Black men. Now, it doesn't look like that in the cohort. There's a problem, and I feel like that's something that we can help with. So I'm going to say this, especially to the gentlemen that are in the comments right now, Sabir, Marcus, and I don't know who else is out there, but if you're out there and you hear this right now, there's a program that you need to be in. I want y'all to search Our Village United. You can't get in right now, but I'm thinking that roundabout cohort 5, and I'm pretty sure that they will have the opportunity for Mac, Sabir, and Marcus to all get in this program. I'm gonna pull it up and bring it on screen. And we're gonna throw it in the comments too. Elevate Mississippi. They say they have an intentional marketing effort to engage Black men. Now, what does that mean? It's a 12-week program, 12 weeks designed to help you scale and grow your business. I feel as though with me representing Mississippi Black Pages, it's a perfect opportunity for me to help recruit some brothers that I know that have been in business, that have been successful in business, that have that want to grow past this solopreneur or micro businesses as it is characterized in this first paragraph. We want to get some guys in this program that are ready to move Mississippi forward. All of this stuff is interconnected. Every last bit of it is interconnected. Now, I don't know if you can credit us as being so smart that all of this stuff is connected, or if you're just gonna give credit to the energy and the synergy that the Most High has put all of us together so that we can truly affect the type of change, create the type of ecosystem and community that our ancestors have been dreaming about. I ain't gonna push it one way or the other. All I'm gonna say is this is Nightcap Knowledge. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna tell it like a TI is. And I want to do what I've been put here to do. And I think we do that every week by joining each other here on Nightcap Knowledge, telling the truth, challenging ourselves to do better, and learning something. Learning something. Stop learning. We is dead. I'm as dead when I stop learning. Okay. So one of the things we want to do tonight, man, I know that there are things that I don't know about taxes, but I am smart enough to hire a professional. I hope that with the tax professionals that might be in the comments right now, or folks that are in business and they have the opportunity to do business at a very high level. If you got questions or questions that you know that we need to ask for those of us that have not been in business that long or might need to learn some new tricks of the trade, look, we got to start sharing the knowledge that we have and stop all the gatekeeping. If you I would love for me not to have to bump my head and pay a fee or a fine. That's why you call people like TMC Lee. So now, Mac, I want you to send brother Tim a message because he has not popped in backstage just yet. So we can see where he is. But in the meantime,
He's supposed to jump on about 9:20.
About 9:20. Okay. So Mac, tell me what's been going on, and I'll give you some more insight into what we've been doing day to day. I know we got some announcements to make. I don't know if we're ready to make them tonight, but I'll follow your lead on that.
So the work we've been doing, and I know right now the delay is because we need resources, right? We need money, we need new technology, we need and one of the things that we need in my area is better internet. And that's why we have a new public service commissioner that we hope can help put the pressure on so that we can have better quality internet in our areas. Um, what we've been doing is continue to provide resources and services to those who are affected by the Arctic blast or the cold storm that came through, providing water, providing warm wear, providing contacts. We've been helping folks as best we could. Even had to, work with some folks that had damage to the home and put them in the hotel. Um, so we just what we doing. Like I said, when we talked about on the mental health minute, that some folks are still in recovery. There's still I got a call today from one of my friends from social work who has a client in Arkansas that needs water,
Mhm,
and they reaching out to us, and we're going to try to help them get water because they are right there. They are 30 minutes from Clarksdale.
mhm.
It's a dialysis center, so I'm going to work to find the resources so we can be able to at least purchase one pallet of water for this dialysis center. But so there's
As I'm
people that are still
drinking my
affected.
water.
There's still rough areas up to Tunica, and so as you drink water. Water is the fluid of life. Water has the power to do so much. It cannot be controlled, but it can be managed. And that means from the water that flows through the rivers, through the pipes, through the river, I mean, through your body. That's how important water is. And water can be managed, but it can't be controlled. And if you don't believe me, if you ever had to pee bad enough, you know you may can manage for a little while, but have to you're gonna have to go somewhere, son. You're gonna have to.
Oh
You're
my
gonna have to.
gosh.
And but it's the truth. It's the truth, Chuck.
No lies detected, dog. If you ever
Hey,
had to pee,
if, if you ain't never had to do that little dance, hey,
huh. Oh man, that's funny, man.
no.
That's you're a character.
How are things
You're
on your area, Chuck? How are things on the coast?
man. So it's been very cold here on the coast. Colder than what we are used to. It is the best way to to describe it. In terms of freezing, we haven't had many pipes burst. I've checked the news. Um, we try to stay in tune with those things, and there have been no reports that I know of. And you don't quote me, but I don't think there's been any deaths as a result of. Oh, man, I don't know if you like this, but when the last time you seen that vanilla moo cow? Yeah, but there haven't been any reports that I've seen of folks that have died as a result of hypothermia or being caught out in the elements. Excuse me, but the we had one very hard day where folks were worried at the school system and everybody was worried about black ice, ice being on the road, things like that. So they shut down. But past that, man, it's been right back up and clicking. Everybody's functioning on all cylinders, headed back into work and school and things like that. But there has been a lot of conversation around what is Mardi Gras going to look like? Uh it will the cold weather stick around for Mardi Gras? And me, I'm of the opinion I ain't got to ride no float with it being that. If it's gonna be as cold as it has been, I ain't got to ride no float. Like 30 degrees outside, 20 degrees. Mm-mm. No, 40, 50, I can brave that. I can dress for the weather. I don't think I got the clothes to dress for an extended period of time. I'm talking about you got to get up early and be out there. Mm-mm. I ain't with it. Nope. Yeah, but Mardi Gras in Hattiesburg is going to be very nice. We're going to be providing photo booth services, as Sabir chimes in about that in the comments. We're going to be providing photo booth services for our brother Cujo and his crew. They're doing a Mardi Gras ball, and I think it might be Hattiesburg's first Mardi Gras ball or something like that. But I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited about the whole Mardi Gras season, and I would love to get over to Mobile to hang out over there, the birthplace of North American Mardi Gras. It is if you want to do Mardi Gras mixed with an HBCU tailgate, go to Mobile or Mardi Gras under the bridge in New Orleans. Those two places. I ain't fooling with Bourbon Street. I ain't doing none of that stuff. I ain't doing none of that. None of it. That Bourbon Street, no. Broad Street in front of the frat house, yes. If it's cold, I'm gonna be at home. Peace. Thank y'all for being here. God bless y'all. Good night. Hey, we got Tim in backstage, man. So brother Mac, you want to go ahead and get our guest queued up and ready to intro? Well, look, this brother does not just know taxes, he does them and he knows them. He has multiple locations all over the state of Mississippi. He is a trusted tax professional. I have no idea who you letting do your taxes. I've seen some of these people. I've seen them come up in the news. I'm gonna tell you who ain't been in the news. I'm gonna tell you who's on the radio weekly talking about, teaching about taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the person you should probably let do your taxes, Tim Seeley.
How
Brother
y'all
Tim.
doing today?
Man, awesome, man. How you doing?
How you doing?
Man, we good, brother.
Can y'all hear me good?
Awesome. Hear you well. Hear you well. Like you got some new office
Right.
furniture since the last time we've seen you.
No, I'm actually doing it inside my personal office this time. I was in a
Ah,
conference room last time.
okay. Well, look, we appreciate you coming back with us to talk taxes and to give us some insight and updates on things that our community and the professionals out there, the business owners, the everyday working class people out there, what they should be concerned or what they should know about, what type of things that they should be talking to their tax professional about during this 2024 as we prepare for the big 415. So Tim, give us some insight as to some of the things that you and your crew over at TCL have been doing to prepare your clients as you all are in the midst of what we call tax season.
Okay. Hey, if you don't mind, can I just give a little brief introduction about our company?
Most definitely.
Okay, great. Again, the name of our company is TCL Financial and Tax Services. We were established January 5th, 2004. Actually, just a couple of weeks ago, just made our 20th anniversary. So we have been 20 years in business. And if you are a business owner or follow the statistics when it comes to businesses, studies show that in the first year, 50% of businesses fail. And in the first 5 years, 95% of businesses fail. So it's definitely an accomplishment to be in business for 20 years. We got 4 locations to gladly serve you. We got one in Byram, one in Canton, one in on Highway 18 in Jackson, and one on Mega Evans Boulevard in Jackson. We got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And yes, we're known for tax preparation, but actually we specialize in more than tax preparation. We actually offer 12 different services to the public.
Now, Tim, tell us about those 12 different services. And I know that we everybody gets up in a roar and they get their papers ruffled, and you're hustling if you haven't been doing the type of bookkeeping that you should be doing all year around this time. But tell us about those 12 services if you can.
Okay. Well, one of the services that we offer, of course, our primary service is tax preparation, and we do individual and business tax returns. Another service that we offer is business bookkeeping services. So we offer that service as well. And our slogan when it comes to that particular service is we teach you how to turn normal deductions into business deductions. So that's our slogan when it comes to that particular service. Then we have budgeting techniques, debt elimination techniques. We also have estate planning. We also sell life insurance. We do help individuals save for retirement, do credit restoration. And I might have missed a couple, but hey, there's a number of services that we offer, but it's a total of 12.
That's a lot, and I think those are a lot of things that some people allow to fall by the wayside as we move through life. Even the conversations that we should be having around, are you properly insured? Because everybody try to go and get what car insurance, health insurance, right? But how many of us are underinsured or don't have any insurance at all when it comes to life insurance? So um that's a huge part of it. Can you speak a little bit about, the importance of having life insurance?
Oh, most definitely. That's definitely, I tell anybody it's one of the most unselfish gifts that you can give your loved ones. Because you got to realize you are leaving something behind when you're no longer here. So yes, that's really selfless. It's 4 reasons, in my opinion. I came up with 4 reasons, purposes for life insurance. 1, you want enough to cover burial. 2, you want enough to cover the debt that you have, because you don't want to leave that debt behind. And when I say debt, we're talking about unsecured debt. I'm sorry. We're talking about secured debt,
Hmm.
secured home, a vehicle, things that tie to assets. When you pass away, you want those particular items to be paid off using your life insurance. You don't want to leave that type of debt behind to your loved ones. If you have a spouse, your children. Now, unsecured debt, like credit cards, medical bills, student loans, those are considered unsecured debt. And those are not items that I recommend that your loved ones pay off with life insurance, because once you die, typically unsecured debt is going to die with you.
Hmm.
Third reason would be for those that rely on your income. So if you have a spouse and you contribute 50%, I know a lot of people talk about 50-50 now. If you contribute 100%, if you contribute 70% towards the expenses in your household, you got to look at it like this. If you pass away, that income is immediately passed away as well. So you have got to have enough life insurance to cover that income that's going to be lost. If you got minor children that rely on your income until they become adults, then you also got to have enough life insurance for those that rely on your income. So again, the first one is enough for life, for burial. The second reason is to pay off secure debt. The third reason is for those that rely on your income. And the fourth reason, which is my favorite, is to leave an inheritance behind. A lot of people don't understand that is the most inexpensive way to leave an inheritance behind.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not can save up 100,000, 200,000, or even $1 million to leave behind to their loved ones. But with a small amount of money per month, you can actually pay a life insurance premium for a policy of $1 million, $500,000, and when you pass away, you left a legacy behind. Because trust me, you leave $1 million, you leave $500,000, you leave a few $100,000 to your loved ones. Trust me, your name is going to be talked about for years, decades, if not centuries to come.
You sure enough right about that, man. Because I can imagine some of the conversations that happen if your tail die and you ain't got no insurance. We got to fry some fish to bury your butt.
Yeah, I jokingly say all the time that, hey, you can tell a funeral when you go to it if they had life insurance or it was paid using a fish fry.
Yeah, yeah. Look, they ain't got no graveside service. They just gonna put them in the ground in a pine box, baby.
Funerals look kind of different.
They do look ain't no live stream for that funeral.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, man. There's one of the things I know that Mac and I have asked you about a lot, and we're we're supposed to get together to do this. If my understanding is still right. Can you tell us about the professional development workshop that you do for businesses?
Yes. One of the services that we offer is business startup and development. That is one of the services that we offer. In addition to that particular services, when it comes to businesses, we also do business bookkeeping services. So in regards to the business startup and development services, pretty much, like I said, if I throw the statistics out there again, 50% of businesses fail in the first year, 95% of them fail in the first 5 years. And the reason being, because and since the pandemic, it done grown. Everybody wants a business.
Yeah.
Everybody got a taste of how it feels to just be at home working, or how it feels to not have to answer to nobody. So a lot of people are encouraged now to start a business, but they don't understand that part of being a business owner and being successful is not that you know the know-how.
Yeah.
You know how to run a business, because if you are, for example, a barber, and you go to work every single day to cut hair. If you are a plumber and you go to work every single day to do plumbing,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's your business, technically you are not a business owner. You are technically self-employed, because if you don't go to work, you don't get paid.
You don't
So
get paid.
a lot of people don't understand the difference between being a business owner and being self-employed. You just went from being somebody else's employee to now being your own employee. Now, keep in mind, I've been in business 20 years, and
Mhm.
in the beginning, yes, I would consider myself self-employed.
Right.
But the ultimate goal for everyone is to become a business owner. And when you become a business owner, you pretty much got multiple locations. You pretty much got different streams of income. You pretty much are making money without you being present. You pretty much are making money in your sleep. And that's the position you want to be in. Currently, we got 4 locations. We got over 20 employees. So I have gradually got to the point where I consider myself a business owner. So first, I would say I teach people in that business startup and development the difference between a business owner and being self-employed. Now, as they become a client, the advice I give them is coming up with a business name. But first, we got to know what type of business you want to start, what type of service you want to offer, what type of product you want to sell. And I give my advice. I'm very candid with that, where I think it's, a terrible idea or a great idea. We talk about business names, and I'm very candid with that as well. If it's a good business name, because a lot of people don't understand that a business name, yeah, you got companies that rebrand. But those companies that rebrand, those are very well established companies. So the average person, you really got to go into it the first go round doing it the right way. So a business name is very important. Also, when it comes to slogans, currently our company has 3 slogans.
Mm-hmm.
Our overall company slogan is, before you call anybody about your business, finances, money, or taxes, call us. For our tax preparation services, our slogan is, we don't just do taxes, we know taxes. Now, that particular slogan is very well known.
Mm-hmm.
We got individuals that don't even know our business name, but know that slogan.
Right.
And then our third slogan is for our business bookkeeping services. And that slogan is, we teach you how to turn normal deductions to business deductions. So inside that business startup and development program, I also assist clients with coming up with slogans,
Mm-hmm.
because very, very important. You want people to, back in the day before our time, they had jingles. You wanted something that, hey, when you hear it, that's that company. Certain companies have colors. When you see that color,
That's
that's that company. Just throwing it out there. Look at Regions Bank. When you see that green square, hey, you're approaching a Regions Bank.
yeah.
And you got certain companies like that. When you hear jingles, see slogans, hear slogans, see logos, you just recognize that company. McDonald's with the M, with the arches. You just know
Ba-ba-ba.
that you're approaching a McDonald's. So We also apply for their tax identification numbers from the state. We apply for LLCs. And then I talked about the slogans and the company name, very important. But we also throw out there by getting those things trademarked, and service marked, because hey, we don't want nobody to steal your idea.
Yeah.
Now, lastly, I'm going to say this in regards to this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Every client that participates in our business startup and development services, as well as any seminar I do in regards to that particular topic, I always recommend that they go watch the movie The Founder. It features the actor Ray Kroc.
Mm-hmm.
He plays the I'm sorry, not Ray Kroc. It features Michael Keaton, I think. Is it Michael Keaton? I can't remember, but he plays
Yeah, it's Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Okay, great.
Yeah, he plays Ray Kroc.
He plays Ray Kroc. And if that movie there could be a blueprint to becoming a business owner. Because a lot of people think Ray Kroc was the founder, which is the title of the movie, of McDonald's. But technically, it was two brothers whose last name were McDonald.
Right.
They McDonald's, and Ray Kroc, because they didn't have their business properly secured as far as trademarks, as far as contracts.
Right.
Ray Kroc in his 50s, slid in and took their business from them.
Look, you've definitely piqued my interest around The Founder, and I'm definitely going to take a look at it. And hearing you talk about the business development or the professional development workshop for businesses, it sounds a lot like some of the things that we've been discussing in the Elevate Mississippi program, which is a program from Our Village United. The founder of that organization is Lakeisha Hallman, and you think about you as a business owner providing these types of services that aid in building better businesses in Mississippi. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that more than 50% of the people that seek you for professional development and that business startup program look like us, huh?
Oh, most definitely.
Now, last time I checked, if we got businesses that are opening up, that means that especially when they go through TCL Financial Services, they're probably gonna pay taxes. So the more businesses that we can get to open and scale, because you talked about like the solopreneur or the sole proprietor, like in that situation, we are employees for ourselves. We go and eat what we kill, right? So with programs like what you and Lakeisha have developed, I think I want to say thank you. I know that Mac appreciates you know, being across the street from you as you all are business neighbors, in a sense. I want to say thank you for the service that you provide to your clients, the taxes that you're paying in the city. Because the more businesses that we have paying taxes, the larger our tax base is, and the more things that we can do. So with that, I want to say thank you. And then now, if we can talk to the folks out there that might not be business owners and they just need to have a tax professional and file their taxes as a couple or as an individual head of household. So can we speak to some of those things that folks need to know about in preparation for tax season, and being a person that I have a W-2, and I'm a W-2 employee, and I still need some deductions because ain't no more child tax credits.
Okay. And I want to go back a little bit if I can, Chuck.
Yeah. You know how we do, man. Do your thing.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned that I'm going to always encourage everybody. Every single body should have a business. Everybody. Now, when I say everybody, yeah, keep your day job, keep your W-2 job. You know, if you want to become a state employee, that's fine. I encourage that. I have over 20 employees. But even with all my employees, I encourage them to open up a business as well.
Okay.
You should have a business as well as your W-2 job. Now, if you're trying to save money on taxes, you mentioned taxes, but we got to understand that when it comes to taxes, you got several different kind of taxes. You got property taxes. You have, so of course I pay that. Of course, you got sales taxes. Yes, I purchase items, so I pay sales taxes. Yes, you have when I say property taxes, you pay taxes on your vehicle, you pay taxes on your home, taxes on land. So I pay all those taxes. Now, when it comes to income tax, and we're talking about when you file your federal tax return. When it comes to state tax, when you file your state tax return, I absolutely pay no taxes. And I brag about that. And I say that because you have to understand that when it comes to tax laws, that the IRS, Congress, presidents, the ones that put this legislation in place have always been favorable towards businesses. Yes, we talk about corporations. You know, they don't pay no taxes. And we talk about business owners. They don't pay no taxes. Nobody is stopping anybody from opening up a business. Everybody has the opportunity to have a business because when it comes to tax laws, they're more favorable towards business owners.
Right.
Now, let's look at how employees are taxed and how business owners are taxed. Because a lot of people just think, well, hey, corporations don't pay no taxes. The millionaires don't pay no taxes. But they don't understand the reasoning behind it. And I want to break that down real quick. Now, when it comes to an employee, and this is every single person that's an employee.
Right.
When I say employee, you receive a W-2, and by January 31st, your employer is supposed to have that either in your hand or emailed to you or mailed out. So we're talking about, when I say the term employee, you get a W-2. Before you get your paycheck, before you get your net direct deposit, before you get your paycheck in your hand, they take out 4 different types of taxes out your paycheck. On the front end, they're going to take out federal withholding. They're going to take out state withholding. They're going to take out Social Security tax, which equates to 6.2% of your gross income for that pay period. They're going to take Medicare tax, which equates to 1.45% of your gross income for that particular pay period. So before you get paid, you done paid out 4 different types of taxes. Okay? So, yes, and that's before you get paid. And then when you file your tax return, guess what? You got to pay more taxes. That either deducts from your refund or you have to pay back. Now, let's look at a business owner. Because on an employee, if an employee makes $100,000 for the year, their W-2 is going to show a bunch of federal withholding came out, a bunch of state withholding came out. That 6.2% of 100,000 had came out, and then 1.45%. Those 4 taxes. Let's look at a business owner. He makes $100,000. When he gets paid, no taxes come out. He gets to keep 100% of what he charges that client. He gets 100% of it. Now, if he makes $100,000 for the year gross, he goes to the tax return, does his business return, he puts in his expenses. And again, when our business bookkeeping services, we teach you how to turn normal deductions into business deductions. So if a client is able to bring that $100,000 down to $30,000, they only pay taxes on $30,000. But again, I'm not satisfied there. We want clients to bring that $100,000 down to zero or even a negative number.
Come on, somebody.
And if you bring that number below $400, you pay absolutely zero taxes. And that's how you have millionaires. That's how you have business owners. And I say the term millionaires, but I don't want people thinking, hey, you got to be a millionaire to actually fall into that category. That particular rule where you pay taxes only on the net of everybody as a business owner. Again, I don't pay any income taxes. Our entry-level position at this company is a receptionist. We actually call them CSRs, customer service representatives. That's our entry-level position. That individual pays more taxes than me. That individual. So I encourage people, even if you have a W-2 job, get yourself a business. Now, how can it help you if you have a business and you are a W-2 employee?
Yeah.
Have a loss, which is your goal, to bring your income as low as possible, possibly to zero, more so a negative, because any loss that you have in your business subtracts from the other income on your tax return. So if you have a W-2 and a 50,000, for example, and you have a loss of your business of 20,000, you just brought that 50,000 down by another $20,000. So again, I encourage everyone to have a home-based business or brick and mortar. And keep in mind, especially with a home-based business, it can cost pennies to start that business, but you get to reap all the benefits of being a business owner. And last thing I want to say, when President Trump got in office in 2018, I don't know what his intentions were. But again, the tax laws he put in place, as far as employee expenses, normally employees could write off certain expenses off of their taxes that they incurred from their job. In 2018, he deleted and took away those benefits, took away those deductions. So employees are no longer able to write off any deductions. And self-employed business owners still can, but employees cannot. And now that Joe Biden is president now, that law still stands.
So to have any sort of deduction, as a individual, the only way that you ain't got no dog in the fight. That's what you're saying.
If you are an employee and you purchase uniforms, if you purchase supplies for your job, if you have to travel for your job, if you have to go to school for your job, if you have to do any of that, any union dues, if you had to pay any type of expenses for your job, even if you work from home and got a home office and you work from home, prior to 2018, you could write all that stuff off. In 2018, if you're an employee, you cannot write off any job expenses.
Yeah. So let me say this. So I have an apparel business, right? We operate a company by the name of I Got It Made. I'm a solopreneur in that, and I got partners that I've used in other states in terms of embroidery, things like that. I typically purchase my kids' clothing and I apply emblems to their clothing. And because I use them as models for the designs that I develop, I've made that a business expense, right?
And see, Chuck, you are doing exactly what I teach. You took a normal deduction that you would do what? Anyway.
Anyway, they got to have clothes.
They got to have clothes, and
Yeah.
you into a business deduction. And people don't understand when I say that slogan, we teach you how to turn normal deductions into business deductions.
Yeah.
That is what we teach. And when you think about it, and one of the techniques that we teach is that in our business startup development program is that when you become a business owner, you are able to hire your children. And your children, and I can't think of the dollar limit that you can pay them without them paying any taxes at all on that income.
Any taxes.
Now people say, why would I pay my children? Well, pay attention. What we're going to do is you're going to hire your children in business.
Right.
For something real simple. Like you said, modeling the clothes. It can be for social media. It could be something where you can pay your child to do.
Right.
So you pay your child to do the business. You deposit their salary into an account that has their name on it, but because they're minors, they're going to have your name on it as well. So now you're paying them directly into an account. But guess what? You do with that money in that account. You use the money in that account to pay for expenses for your child. So guess what? If I paid my child $1,000 a month, it doing my company. Guess what? Every time I go buy clothes for my child, guess what? Or every time my child needs clothes, let me say that. Every time I need clothes, we go into your account and pay for those clothes.
Right.
Every time we go out to eat, no, I'm not paying for your food. We're going into your account to pay for this meal. So these are expenses that you would normally pay anyway.
You gonna go out to eat. You're gonna buy clothes.
You're gonna go on.
You're gonna go on trips.
So you just use the same money that you would normally use that you normally could not write off. But you are writing off the income that you paid your child as a deduction, and then the child is using that same money that you normally would have paid.
Right.
Win-win situation.
Absolutely a win-win situation. And we've got our first question coming in from YouTube. It's coming in from Sabir. Sabir saying, Tim, what is this new child tax credit that has gone up? What, $200? Also, what apps would you recommend to make keeping up with the write-offable expenses easy when it comes time to turn in these receipts? I guess is what that emoji meant.
Great. Hey, Sabir, how you doing? Actually, Sabir used to be my social media person, manager back in the day.
Yeah.
So he does awesome work. But to answer your question, a lot of people ask me about that. I think a lot of people listen to the street committee. When it comes to the child tax credit,
what you mean by the street committee, man? Hold on.
When I say the street committee, there's for tax season 2023, there's no changes when it pertains to the child tax credit.
Okay.
It stayed the same as 2020 tax year 2022. The rule is, or the law is, that if you have a dependent on your tax return that fall in any one of these 8 relationships, son, daughter, niece, nephew, brother, sister, grandchild, or a foster child placed with you by an authorized placement agency. If you have a dependent that falls in any one of those 8 relationships and they are under the age of 17, you automatically get $2,000 for the child tax credit. Now, in addition to that, because the child tax credit, I'm getting a little technical, but the child tax credit is a non-refundable credit. So it helps reduce your tax liability if you have it. Now, if you're not able to use or need all of that child tax credit, which I get up to $2,000, then you can get it back in additional child tax credit. And that particular credit went up $100. It was $1,500, but for tax season 2023, it did go up to $1,600. Okay. So again, the child tax credit amount stayed the same for any child under the age of 17. The only difference is the additional child tax credit went up $100. Other than that, that's it.
Well, there you go, Sabir. You got that question answered. And for anybody that is looking for, a professional with multiple locations, I'm going to pull up the website that we got here for TCL Financial, just to show the locations that this business has. So Sywell Road, we've got East P Street in Canton. That's Sywell Road out in Byram. You've got Robinson Road in Jackson, and Medgar Evers and also in Jackson. So Tim, I know that we've gone over a lot. What are some things that, if you had to remind business owners or the average person of something that they need to do to be successful as it comes around for tax time? What's one of those things that you would suggest, or that first comes to mind for you?
Okay. And I want to answer that second part of Sabir's question. I didn't answer that when he asked what app could he go to when it came to expenses. Again, I don't like competition. So my advice would be, hey, enroll in our business bookkeeping services where we
Yeah,
teach normal deductions and the business deductions. That's what I recommend. You got to do is drop your receipts off.
yeah.
We're gonna teach you, what type of expenses are allowed, how to pay zero taxes. So again, I want to recommend our services on that.
So
But on a
TCL app, huh?
yes, that's it, TCL. Now, on a personal level, when it comes to personal taxes, I'm going to first recommend that individuals go to a reputable company. A reputable company. We were established January 5th, 2004. And from the very beginning, I quit my full-time job December 31st, 2003, because I made a conscious decision that I wanted to invest 100% of my time into my business.
Yeah.
I've never worked for anybody else since I've been established, because I wanted to be open year round, which was a little bit out of the norm. And a lot of people were surprised, my friends, my family. Well, Tim, you want to quit your daytime job to do taxes? I don't know any tax company that's open year round. Most people that do taxes are,
Season.
they seasonal and they got a full-time job. And I wanted to be 100% committed, and it actually worked in my favor. So I'm going to first recommend that taxpayers choose a reputable company. Again, our Better Business Bureau rating gets A+. And I brag about that because to be in the financial industry,
Mm-hmm.
but in the tax preparation services industry, and to be in business for 20 years and maintain an A+, a perfect Better Business Bureau rating is almost unheard of.
Very.
So we're going to first recommend that you find a reputable company. We're also going to refer back to our slogan. We don't just do taxes, we know taxes. Stop going to people that just do taxes. You want to go to someone that knows taxes. I'm also going to recommend that you go to someone that knows all of the new tax law changes.
Mm.
Not only are we doing update classes right now, I teach an annual course from October through December, 10 weeks long. Also, we teach a course for my current preparers. We teach an advanced income tax course from May through September
Mm.
of an advanced income tax course. Now, most people call their tax preparers just tax preparers. Some people call theirs tax advisors. We actually, tax advisors on our team is just the initial name you get once you complete the course. Now, eventually, you're going to become a veteran tax advisor. We have veteran tax advisors on our team. And then we have master tax advisors on our team.
Okay.
You
Come
could
on,
take,
right?
then you could take the ultimate opportunity and be part of our business partnership opportunity, and have your own franchise of TCL Financial and Tax Services. So I'm going to first recommend that you got to go to someone knowledgeable. You got to go to somebody reputable and knowledgeable, because what you got to understand is that you can go to a person could take their information and they can probably go to 3 or 4 different companies and get a different refund amount. And the reason being is one person went above and beyond than the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm larger. Now, I tell people all the time, whether I get you $5 back, whether I get you 10,000 back, whether I get you 1,000 back, whether I get you 5,000 back, my fee is going to be the same. We don't charge based on your refund. There's actually laws in place that prevent that. So you can't charge based on refund amount, or you would be targeting low income people because they typically get the largest refund.
Right.
You are paying for the services. So Chuck, if you come to me and get your taxes done, and my fee is $279.99, and I get you back $5, you still owe me $279.99.
Right.
If you owe back $1,000, you still owe me $279.99. So what incentivizes me to get you back to max in a refund? What incentivizes me to get you to have your balance due as less as possible if my fee is going to be the same? That's why you got to go to a reputable company. That's why you have to go to someone that is knowledgeable in preparing taxes. And our focus is to get clients back the maximum refund for their situation. And if they have to pay back, that's going to be your last time paying back, because we're going to tell you the reason you have to pay back,
Right.
and you have to pay back again.
Look, that makes a whole lot of sense. And when we moved to the coast, our tax professional is Sue Richardson Accounting here on the coast. And I can say that with my wife having a travel agent business, with me, working as a DJ, having the apparel company, and under the DJ company, we do a number of things. So we service a lot of different um industries. So I'm saying DJ company, but we're providing AV services, but we also do, event lighting, your gobos and all of the things that come along with the production of any type of event. And it's a lot. We got gas, we got equipment costs, we've got food when we're on the road going to these, very small towns. Got to get a piece of chicken to make sure we keep the hanks off of us. But I know the value, and that's why I keep saying thank you. Like, one, the knowledge that you're passing on is truly a value that cannot be enumerated. And we got people in the comments asking, we got Chanel Ross, what is your fee for doing taxes? And I know you can call into I don't know if you want to share that here now, or if you want to have folks call in. The number and the website is running across the bottom of the screen. But the preparation, like, you are not only providing a service to the average Mississippian, you're preparing other tax professionals. You're creating and educating tax professionals on how to be better service providers for their clients.
Yes. And to answer, I can't remember her name. What was her name?
Chanel Ross.
Chanel Ross. Her question was, what is our fee? And I'm very transparent, so I don't mind sharing that fee. Our base fee is $279.99 for a 1040 return. So pretty much since 2018, everybody pretty much files on the same tax return, a Form 1040. Prior to 2018, there were 3 different types of forms, but now it's just one. Everybody filed the same tax return. Now, that's the base fee. Unless you are dependent of another, if someone claims you as a dependent, then we don't charge anything for those returns. Those returns are free. So if your child work, whether they're a high school student, college student, someone carry you as a dependent, then we do free of charge. Now, again, our base price is $279.99. If you itemize, you got a business, you got rental property, you got any farming income, then the fee goes up. Our base price, if you don't have any of those items, is $279.99.
Look, you got to know it's gonna go up when you're doing more work, and someone has to account for the deductions and to figure out, like you said, turning normal deductions into those business deductions. That takes a little bit of extra assistance and insight to put all of that together. So I expect to pay more when I upgrade my my meal from just the regular, and then I get the shrimp add on. I'm not getting shrimp for free.
Yes, well, definitely. And then, a lot of people might ask us, well, your fee is kind of high. And again, but compared to the industry, our fee is low. But I tell people you pay for the service, and not only the service, you pay for the quality of service, because the benefits that you get with coming to TCL Financial and Tax Services. Again, I'm going to reiterate, we got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're open year round just in case our clients need us. We give free audit assistance for every client. Every tax return we prepare, you get free audit assistance. Now that's unheard of because most companies charge you an extra fee to assist you with an audit. In addition to that, at each one of our offices, we got free Wi-Fi. We have free printer access. You can mobile print to our printers. We also have complimentary refreshments that you're offered throughout your stay while you're getting your taxes prepared. And you're dealing with a professional company. So again, it's the benefits, and they got certain companies. I won't say the company name, but it's my car insurance, the company I got my car insurance with, the company I have my home insurance with.
He ain't lying. That's a right there. That's a.
It doesn't matter. We say A+. Let's put the
A
plus on.
My bad. A+.
There is an A rating, but hey, I'm with the +2. We got an A+ rating. But the it made me lose my train of thought, Chuck.
My bad.
Yeah, but what I was saying,
you were talking about the you basically paying for, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And, with the benefits that you get with our company, and I've had clients that left our company to go to somewhere else to get an estimate and quickly return because they wanted to save an extra $50, but the other company reduced their refund by $1,000. Hey, wouldn't you pay an extra $50 to get back an extra $1,000?
Come on.
So you got to look at it that way as well. I tell people all the time, one of my favorite quotes is, hey, it takes more time to do wrong than right. So
it takes more time to do it wrong than to do it right.
Exactly.
I heard that. We gonna quote you on that one, man. We're gonna add that one to the nightcap booklet. It takes more time to do it wrong than to do it right. So why don't you just get it done right the first time?
Exactly.
Well, Tim, look, man, we appreciate you for joining us for Nightcap Knowledge tonight. I know that it's always a great time to be able to learn something, but it's also a great thing to be able to. Oh, look like we got somebody trying to come in. A great thing to be able to support. What's up, Tanya? Welcome back to the show, Tanya Boy Cannon.
I just want to jump in. I'm being nosy.
But
Nope.
we were getting ready to close out. But I was just saying it's great to be able to support a business, and with you being a A+ rated business, so championing Mississippi businesses, building better Mississippi businesses, and doing it in a way where not only can you be proud, but others can be proud of you and be proud for doing business with you. So brother, I got to give you some more applause.
I appreciate
Hey, look,
Thank
go ahead and you can close us out, Tanya, if you want to chime in and give a couple words before Tim closes us out.
No, I was just like, let me pop in because you're giving tax information. And I wanted to tell entrepreneurs, especially in the entertainment business, call your company because I spoke to your staff members last year, very helpful, insightful. So listen, entrepreneurs, there's so much money out there for us. Nonprofits, know your information before you get involved with people. So yeah, hit up my boy Tim C. Lee.
Thank you. And when you say there's so much money out there, let me say this, that it was so many opportunities available for business owners, especially small business owners during the pandemic. And what was sad, a lot of business owners could not take advantage of it. And the reason they could not take advantage of it because they did not have their ducks in a row. I tell people all the time, you cannot hide your head under the table because you don't want to pay taxes, you don't want to file no returns, you don't want to do this and that. But then when money is available and they want you to show proof that you are a business,
Yeah.
you can't do it. So
Yep.
that's why you got to come through my program, Business Startup and Development, so we can get you registered, so we can file your LLC papers, so we can file your EIN, your state numbers, your city license, your permits. That way you are not just saying you're a business owner, but legally you are a business owner. But to close out, Chuck, I want to thank you and Mac. Thank you, Tanya, for joining in, for inviting me on the show. It's always a pleasure to be here. I enjoy your company every single time. I'm a night owl, so hey, I don't mind the late night. And but I would love for your listeners, the ones that's tuning in, to give our company an opportunity to show you that we're the best when it comes to financial and tax preparation services. Again, not only do we specialize in tax preparation, we also specialize in 11 other services, 12 total. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've been in business for 20 years and actually a couple of weeks. So again, we have over 20 team members as part of our company. We're professional, we're reliable, we're knowledgeable, and we're trustworthy. So I recommend all your listeners, all that's tuning in, to give us an opportunity to earn your business. We got 4 locations to gladly serve you: Byram, Canton, Highway 18, and Mega Everest Boulevard. Go to our website, tclfinancialtaxservices.com.
Y'all heard it, man. You want to get to where the money reside? You better go get you some TCL. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't got to say nothing else.
And let me say this. Monday, January 29th.
Say it again.
First day of tax season 2023 is Monday, January 29th.
That's it, man. That's it. Monday, January 29th. First day of tax season. Look, y'all need to start keeping up with tax season like y'all keep up with deer season.
Well, keep in mind, Chuck, too, why wait till tax season start? Hey, we've already started giving advances.
Come on.
So you can come to any one of our 4 locations and you can get an advance before even tax season starts. We actually print checks inside the office. And we'll cash it for you. If you don't have a checking account, savings account, hey, we don't want you paying those enormous fees at check cashing places. We'll cash the check for you.
You see,
One-stop shop.
You see my finger? Going all the way over there, man. Look, y'all better stop playing with them folks out here on the radio.
Y'all need to open a location in New Orleans.
Oh, we need to. I'm from Alexandria, actually. You from New Orleans?
See, look at that. Come on,
Yeah.
right here in the lower 9th Ward.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I'm serious, because that's been the conversation. A lot of musicians are looking for the one-stop shop centers, and a lot of musicians are looking for financial fitness and understanding, because with New Orleans having the track record of being home of jazz and blues, you have several band members out here, and everyone wants to be a band leader, and they're paying cash. And so when it's time to file taxes, they're taking the brunt of the deal, right? Speaking of myself, I can only attest to it.
Yeah.
So once you're educated and you learn about it, you start doing better. When you know better, you do better.
One thing about New Orleans, they might not have the legal entity and the LLC, but I think everybody there is self-employed in some kind of way. Everybody, some kind of hustle they're doing in New Orleans.
Now I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get to where the money reside. But there may be an opportunity for some type of maybe evening workshop that Tanya, you and Tim could collaborate on, where
Absolutely.
you do like some sort of intro, business 101 for entertainment professionals. So that might be something that we can work to set up. So because the only way you gonna do better is that you know better, and we got to put the information there for them to do it. And it may be Zoom, I don't know, we'll see.
But we're gonna make it happen though.
That part. Let's get the better money reside. We'll see y'all next week, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Nightcap Knowledge. We're gonna buy Mr. Mac some new internet. But now, here's the thing: digital equity is a real thing. Digital equity is a real thing. We'll talk about it next week. Peace.